Hi there, everyone. Welcome to this very special day. I am Brandon Calderon from the Musical Theater Conservatory. Woo! And I will be studying American history and Spanish literature at Harvard University this coming fall. You know, this whole day, while getting ready, while making my way to this beautiful venue, and while sitting in quiet anticipation for the revered moment when I get to walk across the stage and get my diploma, I've been blinking really hard. Like, really, really hard. And though my eyes have acquired a certain degree of fatigue from such violent blinks, I can't help but feel as if I'm in a pipe dream. Even the ground beneath me doesn't feel real. I feel as though at any given moment, it could all cave in, that everything I thought I knew could sink into a whirlpool of nothingness. But hey, my mom said that wouldn't happen, so rest assured. I am in such disbelief because growing up, I didn't think graduating high school was for people like me. People with some extra melanin, some extra spice in them, weren't supposed to be ambitious beyond the track that life set out for them. People like me weren't supposed to want life outside the barrio. To me, higher education was a field dominated by other races except my own. When the act of surviving day to day, paycheck to paycheck, and country to country overflows the mind with worry and unrest, I thought there was nothing more that I could want out of life. Neither of my parents graduated high school, but without the knowledge of Miss Connery's calculus tips or Miss Bulick's walkthrough of the Revolutionary War, they knew they wanted me and my siblings to live our lives to our utmost potential. As a result, when I was 2, we packed our bags and moved to America, the land of opportunity. For my family, assimilating to the tumultuous nature of this country was difficult beyond description. I could stand here and tell you about the countless instances in which we face discrimination, but I have learned that dwelling on the uncontrollable is unproductive at best. Struggle is relative to a person's experiences and backgrounds. Though we all don't share my story, nor have similar ones at that, we have all struggled. Being students at OSHA, a school that demands hard work, we are no strangers to working our fingers to the bone. Everything we did here demonstrates the ferocity of our ambitions. OSHA is, simply put, such an amazing place. Hear this. The other night, while I was laying down in my bed, getting ready to hit the hay, I decided to click on a video of the graduating class of 2017 and their rendition of We Are OSHA. And then I started to cry. I sat there bewildered because for the past 6 years, I'd been going to a school that was such an incredible place. I mean, it celebrated diversity and inclusiveness. I mean, come on. We may not know it or often choose to overlook it, but scared as we may be, OSHA has prepared us for the world ahead. From building our stamina by having to climb 7 flights of stairs and then having to say, "Good morning, Gigi," to facing our fears and finally performing in front of a live audience at the elective showcase. We have been getting ready to be catapulted into the world this entire time. This is due to OSHA's unapologetic dedication to cultivating every single student into an original human being that they are proud of. This school has given us all the tools to be exactly who we crafted ourselves to be when we were children. By putting an array of students from different backgrounds into an environment that exudes excellence in every respective field, we have created bonds stronger than those Miss Simone speaks of. I know that the people I met here will be more than simple followers on Instagram. They'll be people who I will keep in contact with for the rest of my life. I've been exposed to an abundant amount of talent, so with confidence I can say that in this world, the OSHA class of 2019, with our resilience and perseverance, will burst through in rays of success as a solid mass, transcending what it means to be artists, creators, and fighters. When I got cold feet and told myself there was no way I could give this speech, I immediately said no. Life has taught me to learn from the hard times, to use that energy and to get back up. When I couldn't afford to participate in extracurricular activities, I made my own opportunities. When people told me it was easier for brown people to get into college, I worked twice as hard to prove them wrong. We have to take all the obstacles and negative things life throws at us and use them to be more than common, to be extraordinary. And that is exactly what all of us graduating here are, extraordinary. We now owe it to ourselves to persevere through the hard times, but we also have to be grateful for all the people who got us here. As for myself, I stand here representing the students, staff, and teachers who gambled their time into seeing me succeed. I've come so far from being that little chubby kid in 7th grade that couldn't open his locker to a soon-to-be Harvard student, none of which could have been possible without OSHA or my extra melanin and extra spice. Beyond it all, I stand here representing my people. To the thousands of undocumented immigrants and DACA recipients that live in fear in this country, we did it. To my grandparents who live in Mexico with barely passable commodities, we did it. To my siblings, Carla, Brenda, and Dylan, who had to put up with me, we did it. To my ancestors who had to slave away for gold, yet had gold mines in their heads, we did it. And to my parents, who have sacrificed more than I will ever be able to pay back, we did it. Sí se puede, y sí se pudo. Thank you.